Alright, yay, it's working. Yippee. Alright, so this is part one of what will be many parts, I'm sure, of my Fallout 4 walkthrough guide thing. And it is starring my friend Nick, or he is Hick Nalter in the game, and he will be playing as a sort of sniper type character. So let's see how this plays out. So here we are coming out of the vault. Here he is. Wait a second, I don't remember putting glasses on him. Where the hell did those come from? Whatever. Makes it more perceptive, so first thing we're gonna do is collect some stuff. Because it wouldn't be Fallout without collecting stuff, right? So first place you should go is right in here, where you can pick up some first aid stuff. Everything is like randomly generated. I haven't gotten the same stuff twice, and that includes weapons that you get like as rewards for quests. They're always like slight variations of the same thing, kind of like if you've ever played Borderlands. It's very similar. Um, so get some stuff in there. I don't really need a baseball right now. Everything has a purpose in the game. Everything is used for crafting something or for a quest item. And make sure that you turn around and look in this corner for this Nuka-Cola. And we're going to make our way over here. Alarm clocks are good to get. Let me show you why. Because they have springs and nuclear material, which are both hard to find, and you can make some really cool stuff out of them. So alarm clocks. Always pick up alarm clocks. Molotov cocktail. Oh shoot. One other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that this is on the right. We are playing on survival mode. Not very easy. How the fuck did that happen? Survival. That's what we want. We are going to get our ass kicked. Probably not right away, but in the near future, Hick will be getting his ass handed to him. I don't know actually yet if Hick is one of the names that Mr. Oh my god, I almost said Mr. Handy. Oh frig, what's his name? Codsworth. We're about to find out though. So here's Sanctuary, the first settlement that you encounter. There's a whole lot of other stuff back, like in this area around the vault behind here. But for now, we're just going to hit up Sanctuary and get the main quest going. It's going to reach a point, probably a few parts in, where we have to hit up Diamond City, which is down here somewhere. But the path to get there is absolutely treacherous on survival mode, and we're going to have to come back up here and do some side quests and level up before it'll even be feasible for us to come down here. So we'll be looking at everything, and we'll be hitting up this area in the near future. Free war money. It weighs nothing, and it's worth something. Anything that weighs nothing and is worth something is always worth picking up. There he is.
As I live and breathe, you...
Codsworth. What happened to the world?
The world, sir? Well, besides our geraniums still being the envy of Sanctuary Hills, I'm afraid things have been dreadfully dull around here. Things will be so much more exciting with you and Mrs. back. Where is your better half, by the by?
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. Hmm? You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you...
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
Okay, so normally I'm gonna keep my mouth shut whenever there's any sort of dialogue or speech, but and I'll explain why after this uh, dialogue with our robot. But anything that is yellow or orange or red, it's like a speech
I'm still
challenge.
here, you know.
Shut up for a second, I know. But if I hit this, there's no guarantee that I'm going to get it. In fact, my charisma for this character is very low, so I don't know. But let's see what happens.
Codsworth, you're acting... a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Oh, nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car. How do you polish rust?
No, the simple answer is you can't. Um,
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
A holotape? What's on it?
I believe it's a private message for you. My etiquette protocols would not permit me to play it for myself. Any standard holotape reading device should be able to play it back. Oh, like that Pip-Boy on your arm. That should work brilliantly. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
I don't know, Codsworth.
Follow me.
I picked that because I think it's funny how he's just like, well, we're gonna do it anyway. But anyway, anytime there's dialogue, I'm gonna pretty much keep my mouth shut because they spent a lot of time and effort doing the dialogue in this game, and it sounds awesome, and it's a big part of the story. And I would imagine for any good game guide, the story is a pretty important part, huh? Oh shit. Oh my god. Did you guys see that? Holy shit. Yo, I'm like bleeding profusely.
Follow me.
I don't know where that was coming from. I actually have never seen that happen before. Oh man, probably should follow him first. We'll explore everything later. Let's take care of these friggin' blowflies. You can get this one through the window here real easily. You don't even have to go inside. You're safer out here. Oh, frig. Awesome. And we're not really going to need this later on, but Actually, the glands we will, but the blowfly meat we won't really need later on. But we may as well pick it up because we can cook it.
Sir, your
Oh, he doesn't say hick.
family isn't here either. They're, they're really gone, aren't they?
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, sir? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
I like these people already.
Oh, good. Maybe you'll get along then, and they can help you find young Sean. I shall remain here and secure the home front.
All right, sounds good. All right, we are going to be going to Concord pretty shortly, but we may as well explore what there is to see here because this is the first major settlement that you can even go to in the game. So, where'd that other blowfly go? We did kill two. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I know we killed two of them out here. Two of them that don't have any meat. Meatless bloatflies. There we go. You got some. There might be something. Bobby pins, and I believe there's a safe over here. Yep, there it is. So I'm not going to really explain how to do this. If you've played a Fallout game before, or if you've played Skyrim, the mechanics are all basically the same.
Nice.
So I'm going to go into this just kind of assuming that you all have. For now, I have so much room in my inventory. I'm only taking up 19 weight out of 230 so far. So I'm just going to take all this. Most of it's useful anyway, except the 10mm pistol since I already have one. Your weapons don't degrade in this game. In Fallout 3, they would, and I need that because it has copper in it. In Fallout 3, your weapons would like degrade and you could repair them. You don't have to do this in this game. In fact, you can't do that in this game. I'm honestly a little bit disappointed about that. I always had a character that had a high repair skill, and Tears, now I can't do that. Oh well. Toy cars have screws, and you need screws to make a lot of good gun parts, so we're going to take that. We don't really need plastic or anything, so we're going to leave that ridiculous little plastic pumpkin. We don't really need cloth right now. There's a gun over here. Okay, this is either going to be one of two things. It's either going to be a 10mm pistol or a pipe pistol. As far as I can tell, it's completely random. We don't really need anything that cans have. Okay, that's all there is to see in this house for now. Next place we're going to head over to is, before we continue to explore, is this area over here. This is like your home base, even though your house is right across the street from it. You can tear this all down with this workbench here and build it up however you like anyway, but at least for the foreseeable future, we're just going to leave everything as is. This is your weapons workbench where I can upgrade this pistol if I like. I can do some stuff for it now, but we're going to continue our tour of the area first. Typewriter is a good thing to pick up, especially now since you have the space. Same thing with duct tape. Anytime you see duct tape, pick it up. It has adhesive, and adhesive is necessary for crafting almost any weapon or armor. This is your armor workstation. I can't really do anything yet. But this character is based off my buddy Nick, and I didn't mean to do that. This character is based off my buddy Nick, and this sort of looks like him. He has a tendency to get concussions, which is why he has that giant mark on his forehead. Yeah, I decided to add that little detail into the character later on. But keep this vault suit for the foreseeable future, especially if you're playing on Survivalist or any of the harder difficulties. It's not really necessary for the lower difficulties, but this is the first and only piece of armor for a while that you can use as like a base piece and put stuff on top of. You're not going to get another piece of armor for a while that you can do that with, and this has good energy weapon resistance and rad resistance as well, so this is an important thing to keep. This is your power armor station, but we don't have anything yet, so there's really nothing to show you. Back here, there should be... Oh, okay. I actually misspoke to my buddy Nick earlier then, because I thought that there was supposed to be a chem station right around the back, but I was thinking of the next area that we're going to on our way to Concord. So that's okay, because we don't need any chems now anyway. I don't need a t-shirt and slacks. I can use the armor station to break that stuff down, though, I believe, if I want to, and into cloth and other like raw materials, but I'm not going to do that right now either because I don't really need to. Another thing that I realized I missed back up towards the vault is another little room, kind of like the first one we were in, but I'm not going to go back to it, at least not right now, because there's really nothing important in there. The only thing noteworthy is the... what is it, the food. There's a can of cram in there that you can take and eat if you really wanted to, but I'm sure we're going to find much tastier things to eat. In fact, we could make something tastier to eat over here. This way. This is a lot like Skyrim if you've ever played that. Right here is where we get... Oh shit, rad roaches. I'm about to get a rude awakening here. Get off the... This is no time to cook. This is no time to cook. Okay, and there might be one more in the house. There was one more the last time I played this, but that might be the only one. And there's a little bit of 38 ammo in there. That's easy to miss. I'm going to head over here right away, too, before I forget. There's always frag grenades in this trash can. Why there's frag grenades in that trash can? Who knows, but they're yours now. I believe it's... I'm looking for another safe. I believe it's in the first house that Codsworth takes you to, which we haven't went and looted yet. So this is where you can make some stuff. I have like no recipes. You get a lot more as you play the game. Yeah, I can't even make anything. Oh, that's sad. No, we don't even have anything good yet anyway. But that's where you take some raw materials and make some tasty edibles for which to survive upon. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do any settlement building. I might do a tutorial video on that sometime in the future, but I'm still sort of figuring that all out myself. And I don't want to go in blind on that because there's a lot to do and it looks fun. And I want to make sure that I can demonstrate properly before I dive headfirst into that. I'll probably do a whole separate series on that if I end up having some fun with that. This, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Vault Tech guy that comes to your house at the beginning of the game, I think this was his yellow trench coat. And this is the only one that I found so far in my parallel playthrough, which I have a lot more time spent in. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was his, or one of his. I think he perished in his other one. Okay, so make sure that you get all of the experience that you possibly can from this safe. You kind of I believe you have to do it in like a certain order, if I remember correctly. Obviously, if you try and unlock the safe now and are successful, this bomb will go off and you will severely hurt yourself. So don't do that. First, disarm the tension trigger and get 6 experience. Then disarm the bomb and get another 6 experience. And then unlock the safe and get more experience and whatever goodies are inside. Come on. Are you freaking serious? There we go. Oh. Really? Okay.
Sweet.
I don't believe I've really found a use for silver yet, so I don't really need that either. I'm going to try and be a little bit pickier with the stuff that I pick up because shortly your inventory will begin to fill up. Take the pipe pistol and experiment with crafting a little bit with that. This is a sniper build character, so as soon as I have the materials that I need, I'm going to turn that into a kick-ass sniper rifle unless I find one sooner, which is possible. So I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on this. These are fun. I like these. So first thing you should do is just pick a word, any word. Even if it's wrong, it doesn't matter. Because you can go and find a matching bracket that will give you all of your attempts back. So considering you could always get it on the first try by sheer luck, you may as well. So I didn't get it that time, and it says likeness equals 0. That means that there are no letters in those places that match the word show. So now we're going to go and try and find some brackets. There's one. See where it says tries reset in the bottom right corner, and now I have all of my attempts remaining. So it's as if I never got this one wrong. So it kind of like gives you a heads up. So don't go and find all the brackets first. You should try a random word first. Every other guide for Fallout 3 I've ever watched, they were like, oh, just, shoot right for the brackets. But really, you're losing out on an opportunity to not even use the brackets. Okay, looks like this is the last one. So it's nothing like the word show, so it can't be that word. Okay, so it's nothing like show or body, so... Well, really, it could be either of these.
I'm through.
There we go. So I'm just going to quickly go through these because I've seen them, and if there's something I haven't seen, I can always replay my video, pause it, and read it if I would like to see the story for something I haven't seen. But for any of you watching and you want to read this, just pause and read, and I recommend you do because it's all very interesting. And this terminal in particular is actually... Um, these are actually all leads. As far as I can tell, all of the places that are mentioned and all these people that are mentioned are real. And if you can end up finding these places, they usually all have a safe with whoops. They usually have like a safe with money and other stuff stashed. Whoops. Sorry, I'm trying to go through these quickly and I'm hitting extra buttons. I should have paid more attention to this. I don't remember which one of these it is, but when we go to Concord, there will be a location or two where you can find their stash. The stash is drugs, if you didn't know. Jet, Mentats, Buff Out. Yeah, see, longtime Buff Out customers, so you can go steal their stuff or their money they were going to use to buy it with. Okay, so moving on. One other thing I'm going to note because I noticed I just got a comment a minute or two ago. I don't have the interface up on my screen, so I can't see the comments as they come up. I will stop at intervals and check the comments and respond to them verbally. Um, I've been trying to bring them up on YouTube, and it doesn't seem to be working. I'm streaming from my PS4, so until I figure that out, I'm just going to have to do it that way, unless somebody can tell me a better way to do it, which would actually be pretty awesome. So I'm just going to blow this up because why the hell not? If you hit the top of the canisters, you'll use less ammo and it'll blow up right away. The problem is it will sort of like depressurize and fly around. And if it's in the wide open, you're going to risk getting blown up. But it's in that little room over there, so why not? Explosions. Explosions are always fun. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in this house that's noteworthy. I always check to see if there's like a mirror in front of the sink because sometimes there's stuff behind there. I can't believe I spent so much time in that house. I wasn't planning on doing that. There's just so much to see in this game. This is going to take literally forever. Well, no, it won't, but about as close to it as possible.
There must be someone who can help you in Concord.
Well, I'm sure there is. In fact, there sort of is. It's a crazy old lady um, who wants drugs in exchange for tripped out hallucinations that sort of kind of lead you in the right direction. I believe there are either springs or screws in the toaster which are useful. Springs. Those are always good. We don't need a coffee tin. I don't believe we need those. We don't need a bread box. We don't need a baby bottle. We don't really need any of this stuff. I thought the milk bottles were going to be made out of ceramic. It turns out these are actually worth two, I think it's two or three raw glass materials. So if you're looking for glass, pick up milk bottles and empty Nuka-Cola bottles. Pick this up. I love the skill magazine system in this game. They really stepped up a notch. It reminds me of BioShock Infinite, um, with the perks that you pick up. Um, I don't believe this one is random. I think this one that you pick up in this house will always increase um, your critical and unarmed damage by 5%. But the rest of them, as far as I can tell, do like a variation on that skill, and it's always something good. It's never something that you're not going to want to pick up, and it weighs nothing. So pick up the Mr. Handy Fuel because that has oil and something else useful that I can't remember. Steel and oil. We don't really need steel right now, but that'll come in handy later. Let's see. Stim pack. Okay, in here is a board game. This is important. The Blast Radius board game. Pick that up because it has. I keep I keep hitting the center button to go to my inventory. It almost feels more natural that way. I wonder if I can change that in the control settings because I keep trying to do that for some reason. All right, Blast Radius board game has nuclear material in it, which is rare and hard to come by, and you can make some useful stuff with it. This will come in handy early on because we can make glow sights out of this for some of our pistols, and as a sniper character, that's important. Don't forget the toy car, and this is so easy to miss, and there's nothing that's going to say, hey, you should look under the dresser for this. Pick up the special book because you can instantly add a skill point to any of your special skills. And unfortunately, I haven't really thought ahead of what I'm going to put that skill point into. I already have 8 intelligence. I think I'm going to go with. Um, I'm going to go with agility because I like VATS and that will improve my action points. So I'm definitely going to do that. All right, I'm pretty sure that's all there is to see in our old house. I think there's copper in that lamp, but I just don't really feel like picking up a whole lamp and carrying it around with me because, you know, it's a lamp. Do I need another reason? uh, was this the other house Codsworth took us to? I believe so. Yes. So I believe we either needed 2 or 3 meat from the bloatfly to actually cook it. So I believe we have enough now to actually make something. It, I believe it decreases weight in your inventory. It's worth more. It's less or no radiation, and it gives you more health points. So anytime you can cook something instead of eating the raw meat, at least more often than not, um, it's more worth your while.
Got it.
Lots of stuff in here. Blood packs are a lot more useful in this game than they were in Fallout 3. You can make some really awesome crafting materials, and they automatically give you a lot more health points than they used to. Buff Out's awesome. Psycho's awesome. And to be perfectly honest, and it's a good thing that they give you a perk to counteract this, all of the chems in this game, like Psycho, Buff Out, Jet, you're going to get into situations in survivalist mode where you really need to just, okay, put yourself in that situation. Say, you are this guy and, you're out in the wasteland and, your simple goal is to survive, at all costs. Your future health down the road doesn't make a damn bit of difference because you could be dead 2 minutes from now. So if you gotta, take some psycho or whatever to increase your damage resistance and damage output, go ahead and pop a few to take down that death claw because otherwise you might not survive. And I'm gonna choose some bubble gum because I can. There's really no other reason. And it'll increase a little bit of health, but not too much. Alright, let me just think for a second and make sure that I have everything that is like actually noteworthy in this area before we head on to the gas station. Lighters are good. Duct tape's good. Yeah, see, it's good that you stop in here. This has toothpaste. I believe it has antiseptic of some kind. I think you can use toothpaste to make some sort of medicine down the road. Cap stash, can't forget that. And I realize I have 2 comments now too that I haven't seen yet. So let me just check those out real fast. Oh, hey, it's Dwayne. Can you set up trade routes? I'm not sure if you're asking me if I can right this second. Um, yeah, the answer is yes, you are able to set up trade routes. But that's going to have to be down the road. I can't do that right this second because I haven't met any other settlements. But down the road in the game, you can set up trade routes, and that improves the chances of getting higher quality materials and loot right here in the sanctuary or wherever you want your home base to be. Bowler hat, I believe this increases your luck. Let's see how good my memory is. No, endurance. There's a special boulder hat that I found recently that increases my luck. But you know what? More endurance isn't bad because that increases our survivability. I don't think we really need oil for anything. Ammo. I can't wait to find a shotgun. Double barrel shotguns are pretty common to find, and when you got a bunch of ghouls coming at you or some synths or whatever, anything that's coming at you fast, uh, the shotgun is your best friend. It does a whole lot of damage, and you can add some parts to it that decrease the spread so the awful aim is compensated for. Or I shouldn't say my awful aim, but the gun's awful accuracy. Okay, I believe I've already I've been in here already. Um, I still feel like I'm missing something, but we're gonna be back here anyway. And like I said, I'm doing like a parallel playthrough with a different character. So I'm gonna, kind of take notes while I'm playing that so that I miss less when I do this actual walkthrough and guide. I can't promise I'm going to remember everything because this game is completely massive, but I'm gonna try and get as many noteworthy things as humanly possible. Gold plated flip lighter is awesome, and the chef's hat definitely increases your luck. That I remember. Any chef's hat that I found increases your luck. And for a sniper build, luck is actually going to end up being pretty important later on, because when you're using the VATS or whatever, if you're just looking for a critical hit in general, your chances of actually getting one are based on luck. Oh, it's just a bottle. I thought it was a full Nuka-Cola. That actually kind of scared me. Seriously? Oh, come on. I'm just wasting ammo. Sweet. I just got a skill point. And when you get a skill point similar to in Borderlands, you all of your health increases to max, as far as I know, even in survival mode. Um, and your rads go down a little bit. Uh, Actually, don't quote me on that. I'm just from observation. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. We'll look at the skill point in a second. I don't need that. See, this is why I'm exploring this whole area, because this stuff's good. Nuka Cherry is awesome. I don't really need boxed deviled eggs from 210 years ago for any reason, but I mean, they're there, so, you know, I'm gonna take them. First aid. Again, on survival, it's just gonna get real quick, so that's why I'm taking all this stuff now. All those meds are going to be lifesavers later on. Awesome.
That's it.
All for a sweater vest, which has no damage resistance whatsoever. Increases my charisma. Actually, I have, I think, 1 point in charisma, so even though this is worth 3 and won't protect me against shit, it might be worth taking. Might be. Whether or not I'll actually use it, we're gonna have to see. Alright, backyard. There's one more backyard that I want to check too, because it has a few beers chilling on the back, and that also increases your charisma. And with 1 point of charisma, those might come in handy later. Or because, I mean, you're in a post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland and you just watched your wife die and your son's kidnapped, so I mean, picking up a few beers might not be such a bad idea. And yes, I know there are no beers in here, and I just realized that I've already been here. Sorry, forgive me. Again, this game is massive and I don't want to miss anything, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Empty milk bottle. Canned dog food. For some reason, I've always taken that whenever I found it, like just for the sake of taking a can of dog food. But in reality, it's just gonna take up inventory space, and I'm never gonna eat the damn thing. I have better things to eat, like grilled cockroaches. I have the music off, and I'm not gonna turn on the radio because I I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this, but I have my videos monetized. So I have the potential to make a small amount of money off of these. And if I have the music on, then I could get a copyright claim. So I'm going to keep the music off. And in all honesty, I feel like it increases the immersion of the whole game anyway. So I don't really mind at all. Oh, I already forgot two things. I was just about to head to the gas station, and I'm already forgetting stuff. I'm gonna make some baked bloatfly. Yummy. Oh, really? I don't have enough to make. I can't grill any cockroaches. Damn. How sad. Nothing back there. That backyard I'm looking for is over here somewhere. Actually, it might be my backyard. I don't need any melons right now. Or gourds. I just realized too, I mean, these didn't grow here like naturally, did they? Are these like a byproduct of radiation? Like, I mean, if these are 210 years old, I don't think you want to eat those. No preservatives, no nothing. They're probably all rotted and shit. Nasty. This is the one with the light on here. With the brewskis. Gwynnet brew and that's just a bottle? Sometimes there's like a stout sitting here too. Okay. Anyway. Okay, and we've already been in that house, so that's it. Finally, enough dicking around here in Sanctuary. We are finally going to make our way to the gas station and then Concord. I'm not really sure where I'm going to end this episode yet. I really wanted to at least make it until Concord, but I really am taking my damn good time here, aren't I? Gonna loot these guys. I already have a pipe pistol, but I also have a lot of inventory space, so I'm gonna take that. And the drifter outfit, I guess. Meat and a tire iron. There we go, and right down the road here, conveniently located, is a Red Rocket gas station where we find our first companion, which I will be taking with me. All the extra firepower, or in this case, bite power, we can get for survival mode is best. And I'm going to try and keep my wits about me here because we will be attacked by some vicious mutated mole rats shortly after finding said dog. And because they're going to be coming at me so quick and so close, honestly, the best thing I have to fight them off with is still this 10mm pistol. And I don't even, and I don't think I'll have the opportunity to upgrade it before I get attacked by them. I'll have to do it afterwards. So,
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You lose your owner, buddy? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
all right, let's do a quick save here. And they should be coming at us like any time now. Some come from this direction, I think. Some come from this direction. I think they burrow themselves underground too. I hear them. I thought I heard one. They usually end up scaring the shit out of me. They kind of like come out of nowhere. They're quick. Yeah, and of course now they're not even going to show up. Maybe I have to go in here first. Here I am waiting for the inevitable, and they're not even going to show up. They're friggin' trolling me. Yeah, does that mean they're coming, boy? Yeah. You see here, I want to hit up the weapons bench, but I feel like as soon as I do, the trigger point is somewhere around here. Maybe it's in here. I don't know. I'm nervous. As soon as I let my guard down, that's when. Yep. See, I hear them. Okay. Okay, and all right. Here we are going to. I don't know which one to go after. Um. All right, I'm going to use my critical here. There we go. Almost missed him. He burrowed underground before I could get him. I could have sworn I hit him in the. Yeah, see, and then they come up behind you, all sneaky like. Where is he? There you go. Yeah, ha 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 ha. All right. Horde of disgusting mole rats successfully eliminated. I don't know why I took the teeth. The teeth are an item that you can take from them that the raw material that comes from them is bone, and I probably need a particular skill or perk to even make use of them because the last time I took a whole bunch, it has a massive mole rat. Look at that freaking thing. And he's got everything. He's got a hide, he's got meat, the teeth, he's got the whole package. But I don't think there's a use for the teeth. At least not for like a while. I'm sure you can make something out of them, but I have no idea what. Alright, be sure to take this health kit here and the stim pack next to it. If you come here in the middle of the night, it can be a little bit easy, or I'm sorry, a little bit difficult to spot. Take these, and I'm trying to remember why, but I ended up needing to craft something powerful and important, like shortly down the road here, and I ended up using those as parts. So that's why I took those on. I think they weigh a ton though, so I wouldn't tell you to grab those unless there was a reason. I just wish I could remember what that reason was. All right, there's always going to be some caps or pre-war money in there. Cigarette cartons cigarette cartons weigh a few pounds, but they're worth a lot to sell, or if you want to craft with them, there are some valuable materials you can get from them. So cigarette cartons are usually worth taking if you have the inventory space. That's always good. Crystal is another raw material that I've come across a couple times, and it seems like it should be important, but I don't know for what yet. Med-X. Same deal as before. I'll go through all the options in here, but I've already read these. It's just interesting backstory if you're into that kind of thing. And again, they spent a lot of time on the backstory, and it's all really deep and interesting. So, actually, except for these. Just for the sake of completion, I'll go through all these anyway, but I really feel like they put these in the game just for the sake of having a legitimate service log from the auto shop here. There's really nothing too interesting to read here, but I read them all anyway, and you can feel free to do the same if you so choose. Okay, so enough of that. And let me just rack my brain here for a second to make sure that there's nothing else. Oh, nope, I did almost miss something else important. Back here is your first chemistry station. This is, Nick, if you're still watching, this is the one that I was thinking of earlier. I thought it was in Sanctuary, but I was wrong. Psycho Buff. Oh, these are awesome. Psycho buff is going to be extremely important to make. It has about, and it lasts for 8 whole minutes. So when you are in a massive battle of some kind, this stuff will be a lifesaver. Psycho Jet is similar. It increases your action points and slows time, but it, I haven't found a good use for it yet because it doesn't last very long. It only lasts for 15 seconds, and unless there's a way down the road to increase the time it works for, I I'm not going to make very many of those. But I am going to make the Psycho buff. And you get experience points every time you make something, so you may as well. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to sacrifice something here. Now you see, if I make a Molotov cocktail, I'll use up my alarm clock for the glass and some adhesive, and I already have Molotov, so I'm not going to make one. Okay, what do I have for the Simpacks? Antiseptic. Nick, that came from the toothpaste that I picked up in that house. You were wondering how to make Stimpaks? That's the stuff you need. Anytime you see antiseptic, or I should say anytime you see toothpaste, pick up toothpaste. And there's other stuff too that has antiseptic in it. I don't have a syringer. This is some kind of weapon that you can make down the road, and some of the ammunition types that you can make for it seem pretty interesting, but I don't have one of those, and I don't know how to get one yet, so that'll be down the road. I may as well make a Stimpak. Alright, now that I'm done making some healthy drugs, I'm going to loot this Nuka-Cola machine, and take these cigarettes, and let's see, is there anything else around here? May as well check the dumpster, which has nothing in it. Armor workbench, I don't think I can make anything still. No. I need rubber and more skill points, basically, which reminds me, I completely forgot to level up. I'm so busy doing all this stuff over here. Don't forget to take this hard hat. You probably haven't found another helmet up to this point, so where is it? Put that on because it has a damage resistance of 4. In fact, I believe I've seen one with a damage resistance of 5. I was expecting this to be 5, but right now it's 0, so, 4 is better than 0. But not as good as 5. And let's see how pretty Hicknalter looks. What a hunk. Now that we are safe from the mutated mole rats, we can fix up some weapons. I don't think I'll be able to make anything resembling a sniper rifle quite yet because I don't have the pieces, but I can improve what I already have. Down the road, I'm going to have a whole ton of 38 ammo, and 10mm ammo is going to be harder to come by. But for now, since I have more ammo and I like the 10mm better, I'm going to make some improvements to this. I think I'm going to make better criticals, better damage. I can turn this into an automatic pistol. I actually haven't tried that yet, but I don't want to do it just to experiment. This is not an experimentation guide. I kind of want to only do stuff that I know. I know how it works. So I can afford the weight, so I'm going to improve the damage with a heavy frame receiver. I want the sights, so before I do anything else and sacrifice parts, I'm going to give myself a circle reflex sight to improve my accuracy. And I guess that's all I can do now that I sacrificed all those parts. My dog found something, apparently. I think I already found all the good stuff. So I don't know what he's all excited about. Stop howling. I don't really need hip fire accuracy. I don't plan on hip firing this damn thing. Improved recoil will be helpful for aim, though, so I'll give it a comfort grip. And because I'm basically out of parts to make stuff, I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh, he's right, I did forget stuff in here. Lots of stuff in here. Not lots of stuff, but some stuff. Important stuff. More adhesive, more spring, and it only weighs 0.2, so I'll take that just in case I need it. I'm not going to be able to sell stuff for a while, so I'm not going to take that. I already have way too many pistols. I mean, how many do you need? I can only use one at a time, right? So, and let me rack my brain here for a second. I'm pretty sure that that is everything to be seen at the gas station. Except for, I forgot about this. This is another cooking station. It's not showing up on my beverages yet, but there's a really, really good drink that you can make that gets rid of all of your radiation. It heals you almost completely, and it cures you of addiction. It's a really awesome item that you can craft. So for now, I'm gonna cook up some of the stuff that I killed. And that's it. Now finally, I'm gonna level up and use my skill points. I have not put any thought into where I'm going to put it yet. Well, let me think. I have a sniper build, at least that's what I'm trying to do. A sneaky sniper that has high perception, so I'm probably not going to be doing any pickpocketing, at least not for a while. I'm going to pick whatever I think is going to be the most useful in the short term. It's either going to be... Ah, crap, I should have thought about this first. Huh. When you're sprinting. I also don't sprint very often because that uses up my valuable action points. So until I have a way to counteract that, I'm not going to pick that up. High-tech mods are good, but also I don't need those yet. Any chems you take last 50% longer. I also don't need that right now. That'll come in handy later. That will definitely come in handy later. I'll probably start putting points into sneak, or a point into sneak, probably around... You know what? I can take level 2 of it around level 5, so maybe I'll take a point into sneak next level. I'm not going to take that yet. Honestly, for the next couple of levels, this will be the most useful. The Gunslinger. Channel the spirit of the Old West. Non-automatic pistols do 20% more damage. That requires an agility of 1, and I have 6 of them. So, I'm going to take that. The first level of Gunslinger. Awesome, so that's done. We are going to get a cool energy rifle coming up here in Concord, but it's powerful enough on its own, and it has limited ammunition for the time being, so I'm going to have to switch to a pistol at some point. Or if I have to switch to close range, I'll need a pistol. Actually, before I go into this next section, because we're about to enter a pretty hellacious firefight, so I'm going to do a real save. Oh, this is another page that only turns my mic audio on. That's weird. I don't understand why it does that. It doesn't stream the menus apparently, or at least that's what it's telling me. Oh, forgot about those. These guys will run away from you eventually and come back. They use like I'm gonna stutter, guerrilla tactics, but they're important to kill because they have. Usually they run away. Every other time I fought them, they run away, and now when I say they're gonna run away, they don't. Okay, I got them. Okay, anyway. Whew. Bloodsack and Bloodbug proboscis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Acid is going to be useful. This has antiseptic and fiberglass, all very valuable. Oh, and there's a good oh, what is it? You can craft a consumable item that from their stingers that is extremely useful down the road. Oh, it actually left me something this time. Occasionally there will be Brahmin meat, which is important for Brahmin steak, which is valuable and improves a lot of health. Brahmin hide, I think I can make armor out of this soon. So it's cool that that's there. Always pick up hides if you have the space because they don't weigh that much and they are worth in what am I trying to say? They're worth in use more than they weigh. I worded that properly, or improperly, but I think you know what I mean. So take those caps in the house. Trying to remember if there's anything up top. Oh, there's a bed up top, so we're gonna do that. I don't think I can get the well-rested perk. Take that bobby pin sitting there. Box of bobby pins. Hey. Get out of my way. Bobby pin box, and I can't unlock
Looks
that
really
yet.
strong.
I have enough special points to get the perk to unlock that, but I'm not going to take that quite yet. Don't forget the stuff sitting on the first couple of times I was through this area, I missed the stuff over here, or the thing over here, the Nuka-Cola. And if you need glass to craft anything, which at the moment we don't, you can take the Nuka-Cola bottles. Oh, whoa. I just fell through the ceiling. I didn't see that coming. We are going to heal ourselves and spend the night in here. I'll get a full 8 hours here, sleep until morning, and then go and join the epic firefight going on in the town ahead. The hell? There's all sorts of stuff to loot in the general area too. There's some more beers chilling in the backyards around buildings that you can go into and stuff. There's a speakeasy in here that has a bunch of awesome loot and it's just really fun to explore, but we are not going to do that quite yet. We are going to stick with the main quest. We should start hearing gunshots in the distance very shortly here. Or not. Where's the battle? Looks like they're just chilling. Oh, and yeah, now they're, now all of a sudden, it usually plays out a little bit differently. Usually they are already right in the heat of it as before I even get over here. Let me make sure I have the proper stuff equipped. I'm going to need whatever has the highest damage resistance right now, which actually I don't think is the Vault 11 jumpsuit. This will eventually be my go-to armor once we can upgrade it. Where's the thing? The Drifter outfit. This has higher base damage, and we have no fear of radiation in the area, so we're going to use that. And what am I missing? Oh, I'm wearing it already, the hard hat. Okay, so we're keeping our head from getting any more concussions. I have full health, no radiation. And is there anything else I should do? I'm not going to take any of the chems unless I get into a situation where I need them. It's only the first firefight, so I'm not gonna use anything that could be valuable later on. Let's make sure I have the proper weapon equipped. I'm gonna equip the Molotov cocktail. And For now, I'm going to stick with the tactical heavy 10mm pistol that I made. Oh, they see me. He already fired at me. Alright, here goes nothing. I'm going to take a few shots, and then I have 2 of them coming at me, so tactical retreat. Actually, I'm wondering if I can flank them from an alley. They know I'm here, but they don't see me. They're coming all the way around. Or it looks like they were. No, they're preoccupied now with what's his face up there. Surprise. Luckily, I am still a horrible shot, so you survive for the time being. Still one more over there. I think they are... Where are they at? The AI is actually really good in this game. You know, they are going to actually use something resembling... Something resembling tactics to take you on. So you got to outsmart them whenever possible. And right now I'm failing miserably at that. Where did she go? Is she upstairs? Did she go all the way up there? Doesn't look like she's up there.
When you turn up, you're dead.
Dog found an enemy. Where? Where'd she go? What the hell?
Come on.
I'm trying. Anybody else as confused as I am right now? What the hell? Okay. Where did you get a self, boy? Just kidding, that was totally a glitch. That was unusual. I'm trying to outsmart you and the game's all like, nah, I'm just gonna glitch out and throw you for a loop. That's how it works sometimes. So I'm gonna start taking the armor pieces that they have to put on top of my vault suit until I find something better. Which I probably won't for some time. I have yet to at any time actually kill something with a pool cue, yet I always pick it up for some reason. So this is my time. This is the pool cue's time. I'm going to kill something with a pool cue somehow, even if it kills me, which it might. I hear like no gunfire. This is absurd. Usually there is a massive firefight going on. Expert, safe, ammo, bayoneted light pipe rifle. This might be the closest thing for a while that is anything resembling a sniper rifle, even though it only uses wimpy little 38 rounds. Where is it? Oh, wow, I'm looking right at it. Okay. So, we're going to try this out up ahead. Later on, I'm going to show you a good tactic to take on the death claw that comes out of the sewer grate right there. You will have a shiny used set of power armor with a quarter full fusion cell to take on the Deathclaw with, and you'll feel like, oh, you know, the Deathclaw is no match for me, but remember, we are playing on survival mode. And I'm going to show you a tactic that I tried last time that makes that fight a lot more manageable, or dare I say, reasonable, because I was getting absolutely torn up, and I'm still going to get torn up by it, but not quite as bad, and I'll show you how to do that later. And that way you can preserve some life in your awesome new set of power armor in the process, because otherwise the thing will just get ripped to shreds, and depending on how many items you have, it might be a while before you can repair the damn thing. So all of a sudden, my drifter armor is already completely useless. I don't even need it anymore. So I'm gonna unequip that. I'm gonna put on my brand new Vault 11 jumpsuit and add the Raider armor pieces. And as we go on here, we will find the rest of the set and variations of said set. Another reason why I want to approach the end of this quest differently is because this car right here is going to be important. Can detonate and cause a massive nuclear explosion, and that is important for damaging the Deathclaw. This can go off prematurely if you head right out the door and come down here with your minigun. You want to kind of create a choke point and use these as bombs. If I find any before the end of the quest, I will come out here and place landmines next to the cars, but there's no guarantee I'll find any. The last time I played through this, I found one. First time I was through here, I found none. So we'll see what happens. He already took care of all of them. Usually already through the door. You already took care of them, buddy. Maybe it's because I slept through the firefight. I guess that's possible. I already leveled up again? I wasn't expecting that. Maybe it's because my intelligence is so high. The other character that I'm playing as simultaneous to this has an intelligence of like 1, I believe. It's either 1 or 2. Higher the intelligence, the more experience points you get. So I'm gonna take this. That's important. Bottle caps. Oh shit! I didn't want to do that. I'm still in Borderlands control mode. I was trying to compare items. Oops. Uh, What's that? Oh, I don't need either of those. Yeah, those are just... No, don't put it on. I'm trying to drop them. What else did I take that I don't need? This guy gave me a couple more useless things. Oh, I'll figure it out later. Anyway, damage resistance 3, energy resistance 10. So actually the one that I am using now is better. So I'm going to keep that one. And the next step for this quest is to head inside, but we are going to do a couple of things out here first. Let me see if I have a left arm piece yet for my armor. Raider left arm. Yeah, so that's the same. I don't believe there's anything useful in this church. However, you can go all the way up to the top, and it's an awesome vantage point. So maybe we'll do that afterwards, just because it's cool to look at. But we are going to go up here. Oh, wow. Oops. Oh my god. I'm still not going in the right way. There we go. You see, the dog's got it figured out, and I can't even get through the front door. Fertilizer. Bag of fertilizer is important to make stuff with. You need it to make some really good chems. Duct tape. Another hard hat that I don't need. You only need 1. There's no point in taking 2 because you can't repair them like Fallout 3. He has a screwdriver that I don't need, so off with your head. That's what happens when you have things I don't need. Yeah, take that, mannequin. For having a screwdriver. Free war money. Fuses, those are important. All sorts of important things. You can see how your inventory fills up very quick, and trust me, if you are playing the way I do, trying not to miss anything useful, your inventory will fill up extremely quickly. So I'm probably going to end up putting some more points into strength so that I can get the strong back perk to add more carry weight. You can also craft pockets onto some of your armor pieces to increase your carry weight too, which we are also going to do. As if mannequins weren't creepy enough, I'm just going to like shoot the heads off of all of them as well, because you can, and because it's creepy. So that's that. There's stuff up here. Psycho buff out, and a beer bottle with no beer in it. So that's a very sad day for everybody. And that's all there is to see up here. You know, again, a good vantage point. You don't need to go all the way downstairs. You might think that in survival mode, a 2-story drop would kill you, or at least damage you in some way at all. But no, your character has like shins of steel, and this won't do a damn thing. So, how's that? So remember that. 2-story buildings, no problem. Just jump right off the top. I'm just trying to make sure that I get all the items off any more raiders that he may have killed while I was sleeping. Imagine that, sleeping through a firefight down the street. In Fallout, it's as easy as pushing a button. Anyway, I think that's it. If you're down here in the fight, I feel like more of them spawn, but I have no way of knowing for sure, so I'm just going to say that it might be. I don't need an athletic outfit. Fusion cells I do need. Never seen one of these yet. It has energy resistance of 10. What? This is good. Not right now, it's not good because they all have traditional ammunition, but that might come in handy later. Ooh, and a leather left leg piece. So that's already better than the one that I have. Wait, what do I have on? Okay, so yeah, I have leather left leg and a leather, or no, I guess that's the one. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to pick up this. Okay, a short laser musket. This is another weapon that varies, depending on, basically depending on the playthrough. You'll get one of like a small handful of very closely constricted variations of this weapon. Though the last time I got something that was a little bit different than this. I've had a couple of people in my other live streams say that that's not true, that it should always be the same weapon because it's quest related, but that at least in my experience, that's not the case unless the game was just glitching out on me. I have no way to prove it right this second, but I mean, I can just tell you from experience that you will get a slight variation of that weapon. It's really good either way. This is a pretty kick-ass early energy weapon. And for a sniper build, it's even better because, I don't know, you'll just see. Okay, anyway, let's finally head inside and try this thing out. And if anybody cares, the last time I was updated by a friend, the Bills were winning. Whoa, there's a guy right over here. When does that happen? Never. Oh, or not. I guess he's upstairs. I was gonna say, like, how have they not hit me yet? Okay, actually, even though I'm already in the thick of it, I'm gonna quick save. Make sure I have the right stuff equipped here. Sorry, just turning my headphone volume down. I don't even know what would be best for this situation. I don't really have anything like super good, so you know what, let's try out the laser musket. I'm gonna get this guy. Try shooting at me with a crippled arm. Not so easy now, is it? Oh, I just took his arm clean off. So, it's not only crippled, it's gone completely. Okay, even better. Same for you, my friend. VATS is already working a lot better for this character build than my last character build. I don't have as many agility points. I have a lot more agility points and perception and all that. Basically anything that increases my gun proficiency and accuracy. You didn't lose me, you just can't see me. There we go. Left arm 62. Yeah, like... Oh man. Awesome. Okay. That was a little too easy. Either I'm getting pretty good at this, or that was actually easier than I remember. One or the other. This is about the same as that other, like, gas mask that I have as far as energy resistance. I think it's about the same, but this one looks a lot cooler. That one's awesome. I don't have it for this character, but I also had a business suit that I wore along with that, and oh man, that guy looks so badass. He looks like something out of like a post-apocalyptic horror movie. What am I doing? I just like went into my inventory and then forgot why. I came in here for 2 reasons. Was this the one? No, that's not the one. I don't remember, the icons look the same. Shit, I don't remember which one is the good one. They're both good. Actually, they're both identical except for the way they look. That's not the one. That's the one. Haha, hell yeah. Cool. Now I look just about right. Third person perspective. Just let me touch on that and explain to you why I haven't used it if you were wondering. It's not that I don't like it. In fact, it's a lot easier to use than Fallout 3. They clearly spent some time making sure that it actually worked and looked good. They succeeded. But it's not good in firefights. It's great for like wandering around or if you're just trying to make your experience more cinematic. But as far as practicality goes, it's not necessarily more useful. Especially in survival mode. You want to make sure that you can really see what you're doing. Oh, and the other reason I went into my inventory before, so I can level up. I'm already almost at level 4 now, too. I keep forgetting to use my skill points. It's not as in your face as Fallout 3 either. Like, it used to play this obnoxiously loud, like, jingle and force you into the level up screen, but now it's just like, you know, hey, you leveled up, you know, you can use a skill point if you want to, or not. So I kind of like that better, but that makes it easier to forget. Let's see, where should we go from here? I want to be able to improve my crafting capabilities because after this quest is over, I'm going to have a whole lot of different guns to modify and all sorts of different parts to do that with. So, but you know what? As far as my endurance is pretty low, which means that I'm more easily damaged. So actually, it might be more useful to upgrade my armor first. So I'm going to take the Armorer perk. Protect yourself from the dangers of the wasteland with access to base level and rank 1 armor mods. So I'm going to take rank 1 of that, which requires a strength of 3, which is the maximum that I have. If I want to take any more of these perks, I will have to put another point into strength instead of into a perk, which is an option, and it's awesome that it gives you that option. Okay, back to it. Okay, so this is a problem. They all have their heads. All these mannequins. This is freaking me out. My dog doesn't like it either. So I'm gonna have to take care of that real quick. at the cost of one very expensive and valuable frag grenade, I just can't take this room full of mannequins, so so that's that. Hey, what do you think you're doing with your head? Wait, what? Okay, that's just not gonna fly. You can't blow this one's head. What? No! What gives? Why do you get to keep your head, but your friends can't? Ah, alright, whatever. But you, what's your excuse? You don't have one. What about you? Okay, so apparently a mannequin with civilian clothing somehow gets to keep their heads. So this guy is all like, I'm gonna keep my head. She's all like, I'm gonna keep my head. And the rest of them are all like, I have no head. Alright. Anyway. Moving on, now that I completely wasted a frag grenade. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to switch back to the Molotov, actually, because as far as taking out, like, human targets in a enclosed building, a Molotov... actually, that doesn't really make sense. Let me just put it this way. A Molotov is going to be more useful in this building. Off with your head. Okay, there's no enemies in this immediate area. We're going to explore this first. Oh, there's nothing in here. Well, that was anticlimactic. There is stuff on the other side, though, which is probably what I was thinking of. Ammunition and whatever's in here. Ammunition. Short pipe bolt action rifle. Let's compare that to one we have. Bayoneted light pipe rifle. Well, I don't even have any ammo for this, so I can't use it even if I wanted to, even though it does have much higher damage, basically higher everything, so kind of sucks I can't use this, but I don't have any ammunition for it, so I'll take it in hopes I can use it in the near future. Down here. You don't have to go down here yet, but you can get... Oh, thanks, dog meat. It's like, here, go down here. That's what I was going to do, man. But you can go down here and get a leg up on the next part of this quest, because they're just going to tell you to go down here anyway. So, let me think, though. There's opportunities to get 3 sets of experience from this, so actually it might be worth it to come back later, because I'm not sure... You know, I'm going to take the risk. There's 2 terminals we should be able to hack, and then this door. So we're going to hack this terminal, but we are not going to use it to unlock the door. I love how, like, dog meat, like, gets in your way, and all of a sudden, like, you can't get at the terminal. It's actually kind of funny. But yeah, if you do that, then you can exit out of the terminal and still lockpick the door, and then get experience twice instead of just once. So, as long as you don't mind taking the time to do so, why not, right? It's free experience for, you know, just playing the game. Not a whole lot of brackets on that side. Okay, so I have all my attempts back, and I have a whole bunch of duds removed. One more there. No, that's not one. Okay, so far all we know is it's not the word brief, and it's nothing like the word brief. That could be it. That's not it. It's nothing like young or brief. Well, I only have 2 options left, so... And once again, it could be either of these.
Nice.
So, there we go. So if you're smart, it doesn't really matter. You'll get to the end, and you'll have like two, maybe three choices left, and you usually have enough attempts that you can just pick them all, and one of them's right. Oh shit, no. I just did exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. Um, well, okay, do as I say, not as I do. So hack the terminal, get the experience, and then don't unlock the security gate with it. Exit out and then pick the lock, go upstairs, and then hack the other terminal again. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do. It's really hard to play and talk at the same time. This is what you're coming in here for anyway, this fusion core. You're gonna get your first set of power armor up on the roof, and you need that to power it up. You're gonna get upstairs, and Preston is gonna tell you, hey, we need your help. We are still being attacked, even though he killed them all. You go outside, they're all back, or they're reinforcements or whatever. Ooh, 45 rounds. Those are actually pretty rare. Although I don't really have anything to even use them with. And duct tape. But he's going to just tell you to come all the way back down here to grab that. And since you're already, you have to pass right by it anyway to go upstairs, you may as well just get it ahead of time. It saves you a whole trip. I guess apparently there's duct tape chilling at the top of the stairs there, so don't forget that. That's actually the first time that I've seen that. See, you always find something new that you didn't even realize was there before. Even when you're making a guide and you play it a few times first and you have a grasp on what to expect, you'll still come across things you didn't know were there. I didn't mean to take that. A skull is only good for bones, and I mean, it's kind of creepy to carry around a human skull on your person. Even if you're going to make something out of it, that's still creepy. So I'm actually just gonna drop that. Who would take that? Unless you're making something really useful with it. Why? What a light skull, too. It weighs 10% of a pound. Weird. Okay, anyway. Off it goes. And I'm going to take the switchblade. I'm going to take the switchblade and store it just because I haven't seen what modifications you can make it yet and make for it yet, and I'm curious. This is the side that you have to go to continue, but if you just go this way, then it's easy enough to just miss this side entirely, and there's good loot over here, such as this bag of cement. Bags of anything, bags of fertilizer, bags of cement. There's a few other things, too, that you can get, whole bags of, and it's really useful. We need, baseball gloves have leather, and leather we need to upgrade our armor, so take that. Right away. Who puts a plunger in a dresser? Why is that there? Pompadour wig. And increases my charisma by a value of 1. Might be funny to just wear this around. Oh, I gotta put it on first. Where is it? There we go. Let's see how ridiculous we look. Oh my god, it looks completely ridiculous. It's glitching out with his real hair. Alright, we're just gonna take that off because, yeah. On with the hard hat. Some 10 mil ammo. There's, like I said, 10 mil ammo is plentiful in the first couple quests of the game. Once I completed this quest and kind of went off doing other things, I started finding hardly any 10 millimeter ammo and started finding a whole ton of 38 ammo, which is fine because it's more ammo, but 38 ammo is typically less powerful. You have to make a lot more costly upgrades to your weapons to compensate for its lesser power. I'm not sure if that's across the board for all skill levels, but at least on the highest difficulty, survival, that seems to be the case. I actually really like it. I have not played on any of the easier difficulties. I have spent so much time in Fallout 3 that I just skipped right to survival mode, and it's really tough, but I like it a lot. It's awesome. So, oh, thanks. Yeah, see, Dogmeat's got the right idea here. He can't take their heads off, but he's always I'm gonna knock you all down. Really? And here I am wasting my valuable 10 mil ammo on knocking their heads off. What am I thinking? What else do I... You know what? I wonder if a pool cue will do the trick. They're not technically alive, but, just for curiosity's sake. Well, if I could aim at their heads. Maybe if I hit them enough times with the pool cue, it'll come off, but either this is like a featherweight pool cue or their heads are made of steel. So that's not working. Security baton. Let's hit them with a security baton. Looks like a little bit of a harder hit, but their heads still remain. These are some tough-ass mannequins. What about a switchblade? Switchblade to the face of a mannequin, if I can aim it properly. Damn, look at that jab. Although, still, their heads remain. Tire iron. If a tire iron won't take off the head of a mannequin, then I'm just going to have to assume that you can't take them off with a melee weapon. Yeah, I mean, come on. Alright, I tried. Alright, well, I haven't tried an auto pistol yet, and now I have an abundance of 38 ammo already, like I said, so off with their heads. Stupid mannequins. And one more thing to loot over here. Actually, this is probably the most valuable of them all. Did I just, like, totally go past it? What am I looking for? Oh, wow, no, I'm thinking of the wrong area. Yeah, see, it's one floor above me. There's a duffel bag with a whole bunch of useful stuff in it. But yeah, that's not down here. Okay, so I'm gonna take his ammo. Don't need that. I wonder why they decided to call this armor type long johns. I mean, not only is that the ugliest freaking piece of armor I've ever seen in my entire life, but I have also never seen a pair of long johns that look anything like that. I have long johns in my room, and I can promise you, if they look this creepy, I would burn them with fire. So, I'm gonna take this guy's stuff. I already am wearing that. And that's all they have, so... There's no point in acrobating over here to get into this door. There are a couple more guys coming up, but that really won't help you get the drop on them. I tried. You go around here and you just end up going out that door from the other side anyway. And I guess if you're trying to get out of the building quickly for some reason, that's one way to do it. Other than that, there's no point. Okay, so as soon as we walk in here, some dialogue is going to start, and we're going to listen to that. It's going to be two raiders, like, arguing with each other, like, as if they were semi-oblivious to, like, the slaughter that just, like, occurred in the giant room next to them. So let's hear how that plays out.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Such a fucking pansy. We hold out for the others like we're supposed to.
What are you, deaf? Somebody's out there shooting the place up. I ain't sitting around waiting to die.
I swear to God, you make a move for that exit, and I'll gut you myself. Just shut your mouth, or we'll never get the drop on this guy.
Okay, so that's it. They stop talking, and then they move. What do you say?
One last haul, then I'll call it quits.
So, they'll get up and walk around, and the problem with finding a good stealth strategy for this game is that, as far as I can tell, their paths that they walk are only very loosely programmed. They seem to just kind of, go wherever they feel like. You reload the game and they're not going to do the same thing that they did the first time. So you can just kind of come up with a general plan given the surrounding area and just hope it works out. But a lot of times you're going to have to improvise on the fly. It's just the nature of the game, which I prefer it that way. It increases the immersion. It's just awesome. I have exactly 3.308 rounds. I added the point in there because that would be too many threes. I need precision, accuracy, and enough ammunition. So I'm going to keep using the tactical heavy 10 mil. There is a explosive right there, and there are also some explosives over there. One thing that does seem to be more often than not is there will be a guy around the corner who will be leaning up against the wall, and if you sneak up on him, you can, yep, there he is. So he doesn't see us yet, and if we just stay like this, we probably won't. So we can do a couple of things. We can blow this up, but there's no guarantee that it will kill him. You see, now he's going to get up and move. Because there's a wall separating him and the explosion. So usually I'll try and sneak up and just get a critical hit with a weapon, and then there are more explosives deeper into the room that could take out the other guy if need be. There's usually only two. Sometimes, well, I should say one time there were three in here, but there should only be two. So I don't want him to see me, so I'm going to stay behind this wall here. Doesn't really matter if they see me. I'm going to take them out anyway, but I want to try and get a critical hit. Okay, so now his back is turned to me, so, oh shit, how did he hear me? Whatever, doesn't matter. His life expectancy is short anyway. Oh my god. My aim is freaking awful with this weapon. I really need some upgrades. There we go, that's what I'm gonna do. Take that. And it didn't do shit, so... And that's how you do that. Molotovs are freaking awesome. I am so glad they put Molotov cocktails in this game. They are... I don't want to say they're underrated. I mean, the game's been out for, what, like 3 days? So, I mean, for all I know, everybody also thinks that they are the shit, which they are. They technically do less damage than grenades, but, like, if you catch on fire by a Molotov... Let me restart that sentence. In survival mode, if you are in a firefight and you see a Molotov flying through the air, hit the VATS button and shoot it out of the sky, because the last thing you want is to be in the middle of a firefight and light on fire, because there's no stop, drop, and roll button. You will burn to death before the stim pack replenishes your health. It burns you quicker than the stim pack heals you. So if you light on fire and you don't have anything to counteract it, you're basically screwed. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Fire is dangerous. Shotgun, there we go. And a welded raider leg. We definitely want that. So, just because I love it so much, I'm going to immediately equip the shotgun, even if it's not in my best interest. Oh, I completely forgot about the awesome laser musket. I've been so busy with other things. Although, to be perfectly honest, the musket would not have been very good for taking these guys down. Were there 3 of them? No, it looks like there were only 2. That's how many there should be. And it looks like that was more 308s, so that's good. I need those. So it's getting pretty late. This is a pretty long episode, which is what I expected. Most of these episodes are going to be pretty long because there's a lot to see. You know, dog meat, you're just like friggin' knocking shit over wherever you feel. But there's a lot to see, and I'm going to take my time, and it's going to be a lot of parts. But as soon as I get to the room with Preston and the rest of the Minutemen, I'm probably going to end this episode. So, but that's we still got a few more guys to kill before that happens. Ooh, another Molotov. Short pipe bolt action rifle. Okay, so that's the same as the one I already have. And why do I want this? Oh, because it has springs. Springs are useful to make stuff, so. And just because I didn't get the chance to, you know, just because. Oh, really? So I just like freaking wasted a shotgun shot and didn't even blow? Okay, well that was a complete waste of 2 shotgun shells. And I also need to stop. I'm going to actually preserve my 10mm ammo and start using the lesser powerful gun, because I don't really need a super powerful gun to take these guys out. Yeah, so if you shoot the cap off, they'll fly around the room. It's just more fun that way, and you use less ammo. but then you might die. Tears. Okay, so right up the stairs here, you're gonna hear some more dialogue, and there are gonna be, I'm almost positive that there are definitely 3, sometimes 4 raiders up ahead. It could be
I put
2,
in there,
but
and I'm gonna skin every last one of you.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with.
You hear that? I gotta go take a little walk.
so I'm gonna hide a
I'll
little
be
bit
back,
here.
and you'll be dead.
Just stay hidden over here to try and get the critical hit. Even if they see you, this is a good spot to kind of stake out, and they should come right up to the stairs, and if and when they do, they are going to be greeted rudely by my short double-barrel shotgun. Oh, he's going in the other direction, it looks like. Okay, so he's going down there. There should be one more guy, though, and he might come this way. If he doesn't, that other guy will come back. Like he's like on a mission, like he walks in that direction, like he's going somewhere specific, and he just ends up turning around. Like, oh, I completely forgot why I was going there. Okay, so here comes one guy, and actually, since he doesn't see me yet, where'd he go? All right, anytime you see an enemy and they disappear, like that makes me nervous, like because okay. I should have the crit hit, so, yep, hell yeah, awesome. Okay, now let's have a little bit of fun. I haven't taken any chems yet, so, you know what? I only have 1 psycho. Let me. How should I do this? Okay, so I'm gonna put Jet down there. I'm gonna sprint up here. I'm gonna wait for this guy, and oh, of course, I just like friggin'. Oh, there he is. There we go. Jet is awesome. Oh, okay. Oh no, it was just 2 of them. That's the Minutemen opening the door. Okay. So it's just those 2. Ooh, 200-year-old apples. Ooh, 200-year-old snack cakes. Yummy. No Nuka-Cola in there. And no, okay, just give me a second. Stop telling me what I already know. Okay, let's loot these guys. Nothing. Shotgun shells. And then there's stuff to loot in these rooms. And then there's that duffel bag I was talking about. That has, it should have a few random useful items in there. Hopefully something resembling a sniper rifle. Now, just because I don't remember what is on a... No, I don't need either wood or cloth, so pre-war money, always take that. Cigarettes are good to take. Pencils are good to take. The pencils have lead in them. They're not graphite pencils, they're lead pencils, and you need lead to make some really good items, so you're going to want to... So sure if I've ever gotten both of those, so... Remember, there are 2 cap stashes to pick up in this room. Okay, and that should be that. So you walk out here. This is just another part of the balcony. There's nothing to see over here. This is what I was looking for down there. Okay, so 308 rounds. That's good to pick up. A Molotov cocktail. Ooh, I have not even seen one of these yet. I mean, I've been playing for a while and I've not seen one of these yet. Sensor module. I love how they changed up the artwork. These look nothing like the sensor modules from Fallout 3. They're completely different. So that says steel, 5 bits of circuitry. That's good. Circuitry is going to be important later for energy weapons, and copper is also important for electricity-related things. We're going to need a lot of copper for the Sanctuary quest after this, where you go back to Sanctuary, and it's like a tutorial quest on how to... what's the word I'm looking for? How to not craft. The workbench, where you like build your settlement. That's useful, and you want that. And I think that's the same rifle that I've already seen 3 of, so I'm not going to pick up another one. Bolt actions are okay. Actually, I'm not even going to say they're okay. They're actually kind of annoying. The damage is pretty good, but it makes the fire rate extremely low, and unless it has a scope, that's not even useful. It's not useful at all unless there's a scope, because that makes it a mid to short range weapon, which means it's too slow to be practical. Okay, you know what? Before I initiate the dialogue, I'm actually just going to end this episode of the guide right here. End with a save. So thank you guys for watching continuously, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to try and do these simultaneously on Twitch too if I can figure out a way how to, but I think doing this from the PS4 I can only do like I can only stream to one side at a time, so we'll see if I can make some improvements down the road, but I'm going to continue to do this, and yeah, say goodbye to Hicknalter, who is going to continue his epic Fallout 4 quest next episode, where we're going to explore the Speakeasy and head back to Sanctuary and maybe start a side quest, or I'm not sure yet, but we're definitely going to explore the rest of Concord and head back to Sanctuary with our new Minutemen friends. The rest I will figure out tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Bye.